And this was a really interesting conversation that we spoke about with Matt from Lincoln University. I really enjoyed having a chat with him a little bit earlier today, all about the UK Food Valley, which is hopefully going to be helping many food firms in our area. Now, it's designed to create a top 10 global food cluster, in Greater Lincolnshire, which includes northern and northeast Lincolnshire. So today, seafood firms in northeast Lincolnshire, they actually find out more about it at the event that's going to be happening at the Grimsby Town Football Club. But with us now is Professor Val Braybrooks, who's the Dean of the National Centre for Food Manufacturing, which is actually at the University of Lincoln. Professor Braybrooks, good morning. Welcome to the Breakfast Show. Lovely to speak to you. I had a lovely chat with your colleague Matt earlier on this morning. It was absolutely fantastic. But I want you to tell us, how can fish firms in our area get involved in this UK Food Valley scheme?
Oh, lovely, thanks. Looking forward very much to the session this afternoon. Well, obviously, we've been very fortunate to receive some funding from the Community Renewal Fund. This is part of the £220 million pot put aside by the government to encourage investment in communities that perhaps we're needing some help. And North East Lincolnshire Council put forward a bid, which our project was one of them. And we've received over £400,000 to help seafood businesses in North East Lincolnshire address some of the key challenges of the day in terms of, reducing carbon footprints, implementing automation and new products and processes to see our sector thrive. And a whole range of services available to those businesses, including some support for training and skills, and access to the university's expertise and the expertise of our partners, because we're working with the Grimsby Institute and several other partners, CFOX, to give a real big resource to really help our businesses in North East Lincolnshire. So yeah, we're looking forward to seeing as many as possible this afternoon at the football club.
Something like a third of UK seafood originates in Grimsby. That's a lot of seafood. Are they already part of this UK Food Valley project?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously, the UK Food Valley is to put all of Greater Lincolnshire's agri-food sector businesses at the heart of a global cluster. So, that ambition is huge. We're going to be, in the top 10% of global centres for trading for agri-food, and that's where this plan is going to get us. So yes, Grimsby very much at the focus of that as the major key cluster for the seafood. Of course, we've got another cluster in the South Lincolnshire where I'm based, which is that for the fresh produce sector. But yeah, no, Grimsby really at the heart of this, and this project is really a catalyst for driving further investment and putting our seafood sector on the global map.
Honestly, it's massive. And when looking at those numbers, a third of UK seafood just comes from Grimsby. You just think, we already must be like on the map already in terms of being a global food cluster with those type of numbers. Surely we are.
Well, there's a long way to go. I mean, I think we are a global food cluster, but obviously the challenges that are ahead. Everybody else wants to be a global food cluster across the world. And there's huge investment going on in fisheries investment across the world. So we can't just sit on our laurels. We've got a major business here. There's nearly £8 billion worth of income in retail and out of home eating in sea fish. But, we're known, but everybody else wants to be known. So we've really got to up the ante and really, drive forward. And there's great opportunities because actually, big push by government to get people to eat more fish. And, it feeds into the health agenda. And the food sector is growing significantly. So there's huge opportunities, and we just can't. We're known, but we must. We can do a lot more to really see off any competition and make sure that Grimsby's place in that global cluster is right up there.
Awesome stuff. Professor Braybrooks, could you tell us about your work at Lincoln University, please?
Yeah, I'm Val.
Val, can you tell us about your work at Lincoln University, please?
Well, I lead the work of the National Centre for Food Manufacturing, which is part of the university, but we are we serve the UK's food industry in terms of their skills and innovation. We work with businesses across the UK to help them innovate. So we've got research innovation teams doing things around digital technologies, making products more healthy. So lots of teams of experts to help businesses, and we're really sort of well established in delivering skills specifically needed for food manufacturing and those sorts of businesses. We work with many of Grimsby's businesses, but really what this fund has enabled us to do, and will continue, is to enable us to build our presence so that we have more aid and more help available from the university for Grimsby's businesses.
Awesome stuff. Val, thank you very much for joining us today. Good luck today, this afternoon. Tell Matt we said hi. It was a really, really good chat. I think it's been really enlightening to hear about, what's going on and understanding, the knife edge between commerce and environment and stuff. So no doubt you're going to have a wonderful afternoon.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you.
No worries. Take care. Professor Val Braybrooks there, who's the Dean of the National Centre for Food Manufacturing, which is at the University of Lincoln. I had no idea this course was there, and they seem to be doing some really big stuff.